let's take a look at this case study. We've been given a data, and let's take a look at the data. So we have numbers, we have name, first name, last name, the full name, which is more like the combination of both the first name and the last name. And this is the grade. Basically, this is more like a staff data. Then we've been given their departments and also their gender. Also here we have the monthly salary. We've been asked to firstly complete the table by calculating the yearly salary, right? So which means what we need to do is to multiply this month by 12, basically saying the monthly salary multiplied by 12. Now, as part of our training as a financial modeling analyst, it's an offense for you to type to add code inside your formula whenever you are building your model. So as such, let's go with the first best practice. So it's better you come down here. So maybe you can call this like assumptions, inputs or something like that, right? Then here I can put a month in a year. Can even try to use my Excel cell style and type my 12 here. So the other thing is I can now use like a name manager. I'll go to my name box here, right? And I can type months in a year, right? So when you're also naming a cell, it's always good you are detailed enough so that someone reading it will try to understand what the text is saying. So basically, I said we tend to work very, very smart when we are building our model. So I will highlight everything at once because I want to apply the same formula. Another approach is to even convert this into a table range, but don't let's go there. Type equal to my monthly salary because I've named that cell where I type 12 to a month in a year. So if I type multiply by month in a year, Excel will automatically do what? Bring that out for me. And I can select this month in a year and press Control Enter because I've highlighted everything all at once. So I don't need to be doing all those drag down, copy to the right. Just highlight it once and for all. Now this one is saying we should calculate the percent of total salary. So it's best for us to just use the annual salary. So what I'll do is come down here, right? Do because this is a table thing. So what we should do is, don't let us tamper with the data set because assuming you are converting this into a table range, that might not be a good practice. So I can just come down here and type my total salary, okay, and do equal to summation, and I can sum everything down here, right? So another good thing I can do is to even name this guy as total salary, right? But don't let's so you also need to minimize just naming everything. Yeah, right? It doesn't have to always be it should not be too much. Just try to be disciplined and keep it simple. So you come here, just type my highlight everything all at once. Remember, when you highlight multiple cell, you only have one active cell at a time. So equal to this guy's salary, annual salary, then divided by what? Divided by the total salary, which I'm going to click this and I'm going to keep that constant and press my control enter so that I have everything all at once. And remember, it must always sum up to 100%. So the way I'm highlighting everything, if I come down here, below here, I'll see the summation adding up to 100%. Now that we've completed the table, the next thing is for us to now go ahead and do our complete our task, what we've been asked to do. Calculate the yearly salary, which I think is the same thing we've done down there. But let's repeat it. Equal to summation. Then highlight everything I have under my yearly salary. Enter. Right. Then using this data, kindly provide answer to the following. The total salary yearly. Just kind of doing a repetitive task, but the good thing about you learning is repetition. The more you repeat it, the more you just get better at it. So total salary on monthly basis, submission, come to my monthly salary, alight from beginning to the end, enter. Then average salary yearly equal to average for my yearly, alight everything from my monthly equal to average. and also for my monthly. Then for the highest salary, though we are going to use a maximum, right? So what does it do? It returns the largest value in a set of values. So maximum, so come to my annual salary yearly, then my maximum, and that monthly, then press enter. Then the minimum, so which is the other way around, so equal to mean, so it returns the smallest. So mean, I highlight everything under my yearly salary and repeat the same thing for my monthly salary as well. Then now this is asking how many employees do we have? So equal to count. Now we have different counts. So count the number of cells in a range that contains number. Count A, count the number of cells in a range that are not empty. So this first one counts number, while the second one counts both alphabets and number. So I think we should go with count A. Right, count A. Then I will highlight the complete. So I think we should use the full name or anyone. Can even use last name or first name. So close the bracket and press enter. So that means we have 18 staff. If we check that, that is also correct. Now use logical function in Excel. Oh, sorry, forgive my spelling here. This should be Excel. So this should be Excel. To provide answer to the following reports. How many male employees do we have? Now, it's always good. You just, so I'll just call this something like lookup ID. So lookup underscore ID, right? So first, I know some people would have typed male inside the formula. I said that's not a good practice. So here, what we need here is male. So male, right? So here we need male. So how many male employees do we have? Right? So I can even, if I like, I can make, let me keep the way we've typed it in the data. Can keep it. Most times you can even create like a data validation so that you are sure your spelling is not different and someone does not type that lookup ID. So how many male employees do we have? So equal to count. So I think here we need count if, but most time I usually prefer count ifs. Somehow it's quite straightforward as compared to the count if. So count ifs, right? Where are we counting? So criteria range, right? So we can do it like gender, still the same thing by the way, comma, then the criteria range is still the same gender, comma, and what is our sorry, let me do that again. So count ifs, the criteria range is what's the gender, and what is our criteria? Just select the male, and that should give us 10. If you take a look at it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, which is correct. So how many employees do we have? How many female employees? So I can just copy this down, change this guy to female. Okay, copy this formula, just copy it and paste it here. Just change the what? Change the lookup ID. Let it highlight the female. Simple as that. So what is the highest salary? We already know, we have already calculated the highest salary here, right? Yearly. So I can just link that here. Or if you want, you can recalculate that. So highest salary on yearly basis, both yearly and monthly basis, they're the same thing by the way. So who is the highest paid staff? So equal to, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need here? Let's take a look at it. Who is the highest paid staff? Right. So first thing is you can first look up this guy. So most times you can even have like, so what I can do is, I think I can edit here. So look up one. So just trying to, this is just you trying to simplify things. And as a modeler, right, I'm sure a typical data analyst guy would have just put all the formula in one single cell. But sorry guys, we tends not to operate like that. So first thing is, let's look out for what is the highest paid staff, right? So equal to, let me match what, look for this total value that we've gotten here already, comma, you should look for it where, you should look for it in the list of all our staff salary, and it should give us exact match. So as a modeler, we really love breaking things down. So which means this guy is the third person on the list of our data set. right? And all I need to do is equal to index what? So what do we need? Who is the highest paid salary? We need the full name. So the full name, comma, and what? The lookup number, the row number, which is the that lookup ID match that we've done. You can decide to, if you want to put the index and match together, that's fine. But most time I just want to simplify things. Also, this allow you to, it makes your work auditing easier and to avoid unnecessary mistake, right? Okay, so who is the lowest salary? We can just do the same thing, and this also gives you that advantage of you reusing the formula. So what I have to do, so here is what I need to calculate the minimum of of what we have in our salaries, right? Then also go ahead with you see the lookup. So I can just copy the lookup formula, the match formula, paste it down, and just move the icon to look out for the minimum one. Now we can see the person that is collecting the lowest salary, right? 25,200. Let's also look through our data. It's more like a garbage in, garbage out. Okay, so 25,200. Yes, what's the name of the person? Grace Sarah, right? Which is correct. Okay, no. Let's look at what's this giving us. Okay, so you see now, because we copied the formula down, let's just move this back up. So it's always good. Self review, know what your expected input and output supposed to be. And most times when you're dealing with a big data, it can be very difficult, and that's why you just need to develop that habit of self-review. Even though there's this uh, formula review tool that you can use, I think they call them Excel. It was very, very good for you to use when you are doing anything in Excel, to kind of just do a quick review of your work. Okay, so how many staff do we have in finance department? So here now we need the finance department, right? So equal to, I think we can still go with the count ifs. So count ifs, then just highlight my department, comma, and the one that is equal to finance, which we've typed here. So we have only 4 guys. What is the total staff in marketing? So marketing. So as I said, most times it's always good to just create that data validation so that you're sure what you're typing is correct with the data set that you have. So let me work smart. I'll just copy this formula, copy it down, move my icon from finance straight to marketing, and that should give us what we want. So here, staff name, create a data validation so that what we want to achieve here is to be able to look at, hey, this particular staff, how much is it collecting, what is their grade? Just simple as that. And I think to do that, you go to your data. You can see this your guy called data validation. So in case maybe your own Excel is a little bit condensed, right, or grouped, you might just need to, but you need to expand it, but it's always be under this your data tools. Click on your data validation and click data validation. Then it will give you this pop-up. Just select we want to list, and from the list what will be our source. We can just highlight the full name. The full name is better. So highlight the full name and click OK. So which means here you can select any staff and definitely they have their name. Then to see their grade, right? So let's create the lookup again. As I said, keep it simple. Break it down. So match, we should match the name of this person in the what, in the list of all the name that we have. So which means that help us, and it should give us the exact match. Command exact match. So that means it's just tend to give us the row number where we have the data set. So if I go to this person, Sarah is the number 7 on our data list. So if you come here, number 7, you can see Sarah Sonny. Now the staff grade. So all we just need to do is index, right? Index the array is our output. So where is our staff grade? So come here to the grade, comma, and what is the row number, which is that match that we've created already. Close my bracket. So that will give us this guy is in grade 3. And what is this person's salary? I will work smart again. Just copy the formula, paste it down here, and this time move my uh, array, my expected output to yearly salary, and we have this. So let me centralize that. Can I centralize it? Okay. Then, so which means here it's easy for them to pick any staff and see the grade and also the salary of the staff. So when you are building, at least for a typical modeler, this always more like the best approach, so that one, your formula is not unnecessarily long. All right, you break it down step by step and it's easy for someone to follow. This is just our best practice when it comes to um, modeling, right? So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.